Hey, Pirate Handyman here. Today we're going to be replacing a microwave. Now this is going to be kind of fun. We'll walk you through some of the steps. There's great instructions that come with the microwaves. One thing that I want to point out that we're doing right now is we bought a microwave that is the same brand as the one that we're replacing. And the reason we're doing this is sometimes it can save us time with putting in the hardware and replacing the hardware for the mounting brackets. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to find the screws that are holding this in, and we're going to unplug it, and then we're going to take this down. So let's go up top. Alright, your microwave should be plugged into a wall socket like this. If it's hardwired in, then you're probably going to need to call a professional to come in because you don't want to mess with live wires. We may be covering something like this in another video later on. The next thing you want to look for is the screws. Now these are the screws that are going to be holding the microwave in place, and they are weight-bearing screws. And you can see we've got one here, we've got another one over here. Sometimes you'll have as many as 3 or 4 screws. So now we're going to take out the 2 screws. Now you want to have a helper here. This is something that would be very hard to do by yourself. Can be done, but I certainly would recommend having somebody help you. So what we're going to do now is take our drill with a driver bit and make sure that it's in the reverse position, and we're going to take these screws out while somebody is going to stand here and actually hold this in place before we drop it down. So we just want to get the screws loose, make sure it's going to come down, and then we'll take the screws out, and the person that's holding this, I'm going to come down and help them. So one person is going to hold underneath and push up. I'm going to go over here and loosen this screw. Okay, are you pushing up? Yep. Okay, get this one. Okay, I haven't taken them all the way out. We're just going to see if it'll come down. Okay, it is coming down. So we're going to go ahead and take them all the way out. We're going to let it come down. Now, you'll see when we put this back in that it's actually being held by a rail back here. So it's going to tip forward. And once we let it tip all the way forward, we're going to lift the back up and lift this out of the way. Now we're going to set it down. Break your glass stove either. And we're going to get this out of the way. Alright, the next step is getting your microwave ready, the new microwave. And one step that people sometimes forget is the vent hood. Now, if you have a vent in the back of the wall, then look at your instructions, and it'll tell you how to put in the vent assembly to make it blow out the wall. Most people don't have this. If it's sitting above your stove, you just want it to be able to circulate and blow. So I've already taken these screws out, and you can see here's the blower assembly in here. And you can see it's curved here in the back, and there's nothing here. It's smooth. The reason that is, this is just for the way that they ship it. So there's 2 more screws on the back, and on this particular model it says blower screws. Okay, so there's also two screws in here. We need to take these out. So these ducts here, you see these, we want these to point towards these vents. Alright, so I've got it out, I've disconnected the wiring, I've put it back underneath this bridge, and then, again, this is specific to this model. Look at the instructions on the one that you're using. Then I put this back in, reconnect the wiring. And then I'll put the screws back in. All right, now that we've got the new microwave ready, we've got that all-important blower assembly put together correctly, we're going to put the new mounting plate on. Now, even though this is exactly the same as what came off, since we're using the same model, we're going to use the same holes, but I am going to use the new mounting plate. And the reason is I don't know if the old mounting plate might have been weakened. Depends on how many years it was up there. But I just rather put the new one on there since we have it. So we're going to go ahead and mount that. So then we're going to take our template, and this is for the cabinet for drilling the holes that are going to hold the microwave. Now, to save time, we've already done this, and as I explained, since we're replacing the microwave with the same model, we just verified that the screw holes are in the same exact place. Now, if you are doing a different one, or if the newer model is maybe a little bit different, you want to make sure you use the instructions that came with the microwave. But other than that, we're going to go ahead and mount this thing and show you how it's done. All right, so now we're going to bring the microwave over, and it's going to be exactly the reverse of what we did when we took it down. So we're going to put the microwave in. We're going to make sure that we hang the cutouts that are in the back of the microwave on these two little platforms, and then we'll push it up, and then we'll put these screws in. And at the same time, we'll be threading the plug, the electrical plug, up through the hole. So the last thing we've got to do is just put this filter in. It just slides underneath here. You can look at your instructions. It tells you how it goes and where it goes. Slips in like that, and we're done. We verified it's working. We even set the time. Didn't have to use electrical tape to keep it from blinking. All right, hope you found this helpful. Thanks for stopping by. If you kind of dig what we're doing, hit that subscribe button down below. Every time a new video drops, you'll see it. So until next time, smooth sailing.